Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode, drama maybe today, about a new fountain pen which I acquired recently, the HongDian A10 wood with the magnetic clip, which works absolutely fine. Yeah. You hear the click, great. Let's dive in and check the details a little bit more. You see here the clip. The clip is quite nice, to be honest. It's nice made, but it is also very stiff. In my book, not so much functional, but I like the design of the clip. I like how it is fitted with the cap, with the top of the cap. We see here a little emblem, HongDian logo. I hope you can see that. Let's see, maybe we can get that clearer. Oh, quite good. Oh. Gold, the material wood, and coated somehow with the material to make it very, very how to say now, smooth. Material is smooth. Overall, it's a slim pen, as you can see. Golden trims, gold colored trims, gold, yeah, and cigar shaped at the very end. It tapers down. As I said, it's slim, it's a slim pen, and the diameter of the barrel is between 13.1 and 9.1 millimeters here at the very end. The cap, of course, is a little bit thicker. I like this magnetic clip, and that is basically why I bought it. Absolutely. Because Italian pens are quite more expensive than Chinese pens, and this pen came, I think, shortly below $23 US. I got a discount. I think the normal price is around $24 US on Aliexpress. Depends on the dealer where you get it. So you see, or maybe you don't see. Let's make it a little bit, I hope, make it a little bit better visible. So this ring here, which says, what does it say? HongDian and A10. Yeah, is just pressed on here. Also not very sure, I don't know if sturdy or not, but just pressed on. Inside, and I have to say thank you to Uncapped, who made a very decent and in-depth review about this fountain pen. He found out here inside, you may see that there is a part of wood which is not treated and with varnish in order to seal the wood. I wouldn't have seen that, by the way. I'm not going so much into details like Uncapped. His reviews are absolutely impeccable. He's going down to all the details, which I don't do. But honestly, I have to say, this this untreated, unvarnished inside wood is not good in my book, because thinking about all those tropical and subtropical areas in our world, and here it is the same with the inside of the barrel. It's also untreated, absolutely, and it is very, very lightweight, absolutely very, very lightweight. So this material is not very thick. I measured between 1.5 millimeters, roughly 1.5 millimeter material thickness. So thinking about you can post it. It's also recommendable due to the overall length, but it's not very securely. You see here it's wriggling a little bit. I want to say something different, basically about the unvarnished wood inside of the barrel. But let's go to further details. This is a quite nice HongDian converter. Nothing special really. I filled it up with Lamy blue, which is a very thin ink, I have to say. The ink flow is quite good, I have to say, and it's with this nib it's a gusher. So why at HongDian they don't think about areas, subtropical and tropical areas like Thailand, for example, Southeast Asia, the southern USA, the Caribbean areas, Middle and South America, where a hot and humid climate is more or less every day available, which could over the time destroy from the inside the wood. Simple as that. I don't understand that. HongDian, you could do better. Okay, so this is the overall shape. I like that very much, I have to say. I'm quite satisfied with this shape. It's looking nice. The cap length is 138.5 millimeter, 25 gram uninked, at 1 gram roughly for 1 milliliter of ink. Uncapped is 126.4 millimeters and 16 gram. There you see, I think the magnet here in this cap puts a lot of weight on the cap. So 16 to 17 grams is, for many people satisfying. Not for me so much. But overall, I like the design of the pen, or better to say the shape of the pen. Posted 157 millimeters with a total weight of 25 grams. Even though the cap is quite heavy, when posted it is not so much back weight. Absolutely not. 25 gram is nearly nothing. As I said, posting is possible, but not very secure. You see here the wriggle. The grip, 10.1 millimeters, and that's so far all about the measurements and weight. What else to say? Let's compare it with some other fountain pens. Delta Dolce Vita with a diameter of roughly 15.3, 15.2, 15.3, 15. Yeah. And a HongDian, don't ask me what is the article number or product number. Also made from wood, 15.1 millimeters. And here we have 13.1 at here, and there 9.1 millimeter. So you see there is quite a difference. And honestly, HongDian, I have to ask you, why didn't you make this fountain pen in the same shape, this torpedo shape here, and the cap? Why don't you make this? Didn't you make this a bit thicker, a little bit girthier? Add, I would say, overall 1 millimeter, 14.5 millimeter, to come closer to the 15 millimeter girth diameter of this pen. It wouldn't harm, honestly. And instead of 23, 24 US dollars, let's say you sell it at 25, 26, 27 dollars, but you have a more girthy pen. This is pen for ladies, this is pen for men. Just using the old article names of some Scheffer fountain pens. Don't get me wrong, I like the pen. I like how it is, how it looks, but the girth is not really my most favorite, to be honest. So so far I saw two reviews about this fountain pen. Une Fontaine de Plume, who avoided a verdict in case of like, don't like, emphasizing a buy or a purchase, and another one who said, no, I wouldn't buy this pen again if I would have had it in my hands before purchasing. I can't tell you, honestly. This is up to you, up to your tastes, up to your personal preferences. Some like smaller pens, lightweight pens. Some like heavy pens, middleweight pens. So that is up to you. The thing is only, do you like this wood? Do you like this color? There are two colors available, this darker wood and a lighter wood. I think they are both looking great. I went for the darker color. Take into consideration this clip is not very well operating. It's quite stiff. Une Fontaine de Plume made a statement about the nib, which was, I think, an F or an EF nib, gold-colored steel, and he was not so much pleased about the nib. It was stiff, like my nib as well. But I didn't care so much about that nib, because my idea from the beginning was spice this fountain pen up with a little bit, with another nib, and this time I chose a Majohn 1.1 stub. Let me see, can we make that clearer? A little bit more focus. Would you like to cooperate, please? My viewers want to see details. So this is a 1.1 stub from Majohn. It's coming with a housing and I would say a kind of special feed which doesn't fit into this fountain pen at all, so I had to dismantle nips from both units, and I had to use the HongDian unit because the threads are really not fitting at all. The whole HongDian unit even doesn't go through inside here, it's bigger, and based on that also I had to use the HongDian feed, plastic feed, ABS, whatever it is. And this brings me now to the writing sample. As I said, I tried I did a dip test with the F-nib, the original F-nib. It was really unsatisfying. Another thing which I do not understand with HongDian, you made so many you came out with so many good, well-working nibs during the last 2-3 years, and suddenly you come up in this fountain pen with a nib stiff and scratchy and dead as a doornail. Don't know what's going on there. Let's go to a little writing sample. This time I am using fountain pen paper. Too much things on this. On my desk. Get the zoom to 1 and try to make a writing sample with this 1.1 stub. As you can see, the ink is Lamy blue, and it is very fat. Let's do Aurora in normal writing and Aurora reverse writing. Then have a couple of 8s. Have down strokes, up strokes, side strokes, and the same in reverse writing. This nib is absolutely not scratchy, nothing. It's writing very, very smooth. I just put an N and here a reverse. The ink flow is a little bit too much. But I guess that has something to do that this nib is, the material thickness is too thick for housing and HongDian feet. Maybe you see there is it doesn't fit really inside. I have to disassemble again and try to push in the feet a little bit more. Maybe that will regulate the ink flow, but I'm not really sure about that. But I don't want to give up easily on this beautifully writing nib and the 1.1 stub. You see already there is a slight gap, or is it just no, there is no gap. There is no gap between tip of the feet and where it touches the nib. Yeah, my conclusion, or better to say, I don't want to give a conclusion. Well, my conclusion, yes, it is my conclusion about this fountain pen. I like the style. I like the wood. I don't like the small girth. I would like to have it a little bit bigger. Add 1.5 millimeters to the thickness. Make it a little bit more sturdy. Inside cap and barrel, please put varnish in it, in order to avoid that this wood soaks up water. And otherwise the clip could be, which is quite nice. The material is also very, very well made, and that's most probably this is making it so stiff. That should be also taken into consideration to change. But all in all, the pen itself is nice. A little bit too small in girth. The length is okay, absolutely. Maybe when you change the girth here, adding 1 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter, solid wood, maybe you have to add a little bit more length, maybe also 1 millimeter or 2 millimeters, which doesn't harm, to be honest. But it is not necessary, as you can see here, because both fountain pens have nearly the same length. Uncap it. And that is the top. what I like most, this magnetic clip. You can see here, even with the maybe, I think this is all over the place the same length, more or less. Only this one is much girthier, and this one is a little bit too small, I would say. This could be improved, but you know, this is this is because of my likes, my preferences of pens, and I hope you found it interesting. You got some information to decide if you want to go for it. That's up to you, of course. I hope I can give you soon another video about a new shaper, which will be an absolute opposite of this smaller fountain pen. I took the dive and bought a shaper which is still in India at the New Delhi airport. The price of these pens are really steep, regardless what model of the new shaper, taking into consideration that those pens are still made in China, even though they are now owned by William Penn of India. It is hard to get by and hard to buy a fountain pen at a decent price. Those fountain pens at a normal price, because I think William Penn still has some problems to build up an international distribution network. But in the end, I could manage to get this fountain pen from India, and I am really waiting to get my hands on this fountain pen, and I will let you know what I think about it. So 27 minutes, 28 minutes nearly. Thank you for your attention, and talk to you soon, and enjoy your fountain pens wherever you are. Take care of yourself, stay healthy as much as you can. Take care and bye-bye.